is Markus Laoli, Class A, 3rd semester. Today, I share you some information about the basics of English. For general, there are 4 basics of English. The first, listening. The second, writing. The third, speaking. And the last, reading. So, to know more about the basics of English, let's discuss one by one. The first, listening. Listening is an English lesson that will make your hearing more sensitive and understand the meaning of conversation by native speaker or native speakers from countries abroad. In learning listening, it can be done independently or with tutor guided. However, this needs to be observed because there are certain levels, namely basic listening, which is done by listening to simple vocabulary, referential listening, comprehension, that is done by listening to the whole conversation, and simple or using a song. In referential listening, comprehension, which is learned by listening to long and very complex texts. Literary listening, which is learned by listening to short stories so that listener can take moral values from there. Learning listening with any type of material must be used and done every day. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to make the ear sensitive to the intent of someone's conversations, because in essence, people can understand out of habit. The second, writing. The next material that you must master in order to improve your English skills is this writing. This is considered one of the most difficult language skills because it must combine ideas, grammar skills, and harmony between the main idea and the explanation. Learning writing material cannot be done independently if you are still a beginner because you do not know the text. Meanwhile, the things that must be learned in these skills include academic writing for needs, journal writing, and scientific articles, creative writing for needs, writing short stories and fiction, paragraph writing down to get used to writing for a beginner, free writing to write on initial steps. In addition to studying the writing material mentioned above, in this context, students are also given an understanding of pronunciation. Students are also given an understanding of punctuation or punctuation grammar. Writing will develop unity in a text and learn various kinds of text such as procedure, narrative, and many more. The third, speaking. Speaking or speaking skill is a very important material to be learned by any individual because it is useful in interacting and communicating with people in the international arena. If you can master it smoothly, then your self-confidence will increase. Meanwhile, speaking, which contains material on basic daily interaction, such as asking for hours, greeting, asking and giving permission, introduction, and short dialogues with friends. Speaking, which contains material on how to offer help and ask for it to others. Asking for price and much more. Speaking for daily interaction, which contains material about daily interaction with neighbors, peers, parents, and teachers. Speaking for business, interaction will contain material how interaction at work, bargaining, and when you have a need in public place. This is more formal in nature. In addition to the material mentioned above, in learning speaking, students are also provided with correct and clear English grammar arrangements. They are also always trained to be confident and able to speak without shame in front of many people. The fourth or the last for the basic of English, it is about reading. So, for reading is considered a very boring skill in English. This can happen because students feel bored when they read long texts or every words. The meaning of the readings are difficult to understand. The material that will be presented in reading learning is to read quickly about various texts, and the aim that students can understand the contents. them universally without knowing the meaning of the words, the one by one. After that, they have to answer various questions. Meanwhile, in learning reading, students are also given tricks and tips to make it easy to conquer long readings. In addition, they are also trained to read aloud or read aloud by paying attention to the following. For example, practice voice intonation when read aloud, practice reading accurately according to punctuation, maybe practicing reading by using pronunciation properly and correctly, and maybe practice reading with certain expression for various readings such as poetry and stories. So, my friends, there are 4 basic of English that you have to need and that you have to know if you are want to increase our knowledge about English. So that's all for me about information basic of English. Thank you.